How would $12,500 affect your life right now? Debt paid off and the rest into savings. Not life-changing, but helpful.
Seriously? Even $2,000 would give me a hell of a lot of peace of mind.
$12,500 would be borderline life-changing.
Probably lose it all trying to settle a score with a hedge fund.
Pay off my $6,000 debt, treat myself to a TV and send to my mother to make her life easier.
All of the afford my meds in this thread is heartbreaking. I'd use it to buy these people's meds. Pay off my school debt.
Paying off one of my student loans would be so helpful. Buy me a nice car. Save the rest. I'd be able to have my dog's ACL repaired.
Not much. I'd buy more SPACs.
It would pay off my wife's dental work and help us not have to pull money out of savings to pay for her mother's negligence.
It would mean I can eat for the rest of this pandemic.
It would mean I can start my business with my sibling.
It would mean not worrying about rent for a while.
It would be a miracle.
All into Doge.
It would change everything. I'd be able to know I can afford my medication for a while. Food, housing, etc.
I would cry with happiness.
I would get a bachelor degree and invest in my animation career.
I could help my mom.
We've been struggling a bit, but if I got that money and gave it to her, she'd be much less stressed. Wouldn't change anything, I'd just add it to my investment funds. It wouldn't. It'd go into the bank, and I'd forget I had it.
I could pay off my debts.
And move out of my current house where my roommates, high school friends are draining my resources by
being deadbeats. I would clear all my debt and do my house up, and if I have any left, just leave it in the bank. Very little. Do be fair, not much at all. I'd add it to my nest egg fund and forget about it. It wouldn't. I'd just throw it in the pile with the rest of the savings.
Be able to buy a bed.
Pay off student loans and get some certifications to get my ass out of retail. Really would be happy with $2,000 to do the first or third to bridge honest.
Pay off the little bit of debt I have and then save would be extremely helpful.
Good try, FBI. You're not finding out whether I'm a potential drug dealer today. It wouldn't. I need a job. Finish my car and go on a nice trip with it. Save the rest probably.
Quite a bit. More down payment for future home and stocks to buy.
Life-changing.
Down payment on a new car.
I've been fixing up my first car for the last 10 years.
And I'm getting tired of driving it.
Honestly, not much.
It'd just go towards my loans.
I'd need a lot more than $12,500 to fix this bullshit. Would pay off a CR. Pay off revolving debt. Free up cash to fix the house. Pretty significant. Pay off student loan debt.
This would be a little more than half of it, which would hopefully get me closer to buying a house.
I'd drop $5K on a car and put the rest in savings. Seeing as I got laid off yesterday, it would be pretty big. I could finally afford to shop at Restoration Hardware. JK, I'd invest that shit.
I'd contribute some to my pilot's license and some to my car payments. I could pay my truck off. Pay down half my wife's student loans, would make buying a new car a lot more manageable. I could finally afford a GTX 3090. Debt would be gone. I could buy a car, and have rent covered for a few months.
I'd buy a bunch of guitar stuff. 1/3 road would go to debt. 1/3 would go to investments. 1/3 goes to fun. It would pay of like 85% of my legal fees from purchasing my first home. Probably would just use it to put a down payment on a better car than the one I have now.
Let me graduate without taking debt, I guess. It'd pay for tooth implants and snacks. I'm under 18, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Cold sweat smile.
Would just help with buying my wife and me a small house. Buy a bunch of shit and realize the errors of my ways. I could pay off all my debt and stop living paycheck to paycheck.
Jeff Bezos is the too shorty.
Game changer. Live simple life. I could pay for 2 of my medications for the year. Cries in American. It wouldn't. Dental work I've been putting off for 8 years. Had 2 cracked and broken teeth from an accident that I just can't afford to fix. Pay off roughly half of my CR.
Honestly, not much. It would just sit in my bank account. I'd probably buy a Switch sooner.
I had to ditch everything a year ago. I'd try to buy my life back.
Just more into the buy a house fund.
I am still not 18, so I'd buy a PC, PS5, some games and save the rest for the future. Why? You offering happy endings.
It was a light and cheesy sitcom, but the cast had such a great chemistry and they left the series on such a cliffhanger when it got cancelled. I don't have any debts and I'm making enough for me now.
So I'd use that money to help pay someone's tuition or buy meds for others.
I could have a better emergency savings and some money to invest.
It would take a year or 2 off my debt,
which would bring me a year or 2 closer to start saving up for medical expenses. I would use half to pay off my private student loans, and then use the other half to contribute to my Roth IRA. Could buy the power assist I've been trying to get insurance to cover. Fix fix my teeth, mouth, finally be able to eat, smile, be healthy. I would buy a specific car which I like for sentimental purposes, listed for about that sum. Pay rent for 5 years in my uni accommodation.
Pocket whatever I have left goes into saving up for my first car. It would be a lot easier for me to study in Japan. Help pay for my college.
I'm 15 and graduated high school early, so I can't legally work to save up money for a fund.
That would help me a lot.
I drop out of school immediately.
$12,500 of mental peace for my boyfriend from the student loans.
Pay my $1,000 worth of traffic tickets, fix my car, get new furniture for my bedroom.
Yeah, I'd live my last year in fun.
After being made redundant, it would help immeasurably.
I could feel much less stressed and take a big chunk out of my debts.
I'd put half into a savings account for university and the other half on helping my parents and getting things for me. I'd get a new back fence, water heater, and 2 to 3 nice bottles of whiskey.
It would be pretty fucking nice, but my life is shit no matter the money.
Stuck around shitty parasites.
Definitely would try to move, that may help.
I would start a business right away.
I would have enough money to put down for a condo and then some.
I'm trying to for 20% down so I'm not paying the CMHC insurance. My stonks go up, and that by that amount on a daily basis wouldn't make any real impact, I guess.
Probably end up in my degenerate gambling WSB account. My kid just got into Oxford. That would pay for her room and board for a year.
It would shorten my path to retirement by about $12,500. Nice, but not that life-changing. I could get an apartment and make a living with the job I have now.
I actually wouldn't be worried, to be honest. It would be pretty nice. I'd probably get a curry takeaway.
Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.